Show you some of the magic moments that are enjoyed by Monica Seles. She's joined us on the phone from New York. Monica, thanks a lot for joining us. I wanted to, as you watch this, comment on what you've seen so far of this match.
Well, it's been a great match. I mean, Sabine looks to have taken control. And as I talked to Marija earlier on today, I practiced with Sabine about 2 years ago down in Florida where I live, and I was so impressed by her play. So, and mentally how strong she is. So she seems to be coming into her own this week.
15:30 in this game. Monica Seles, who is in New York, has called in. She has written a book called Getting a Grip of My Body, My Mind, Myself. She talks about the trials and tribulations of her career. And Monica, you made a comeback, and it looks like we have a certain Belgian who is also going to make a comeback. And I wonder what you think about that.
I was so excited to hear that Kim has decided to come back. I mean, she's still so young. And I truly believe she has some great tennis ahead of her. And I personally always enjoyed watching Kim. I think she's one of the nicest players on the tour. So I was really excited to have her back. I'm very much looking forward to seeing her at the U.S. Open when she's starting to play her first Grand Slam.
Game point.
Hey, Monica, you were such a big hitter on clay. How much did you change your mindset from hard court, where you may be a little more comfortable, to clay, or did you just play the same game?
I tried to adjust a little bit to clay, just in terms of adding a touch bit more of a topspin onto it, and worrying more about using my angles, because you know, I was a little bit heavier in my playing days, and I love to play on clay because it obviously gave me more time. And with that, I could use to advantage having two hands on both sides and creating those angles that I was known for.
That is long. 5-1 first set. Sabine Lisicki. Marija.
Monica, tell us a little bit about the book. Tell us what inspired you to write it. And just as a competitor of yours, you were always, to me, one of the most mentally tough. So explain a little bit about the difficulties and how you overcame them.
Definitely. Well, the past 8 months of my life, I was writing this book, which was kind of my first time of writing a book. So I learned a totally different craft, and I'm not sure I would undertake it again, but I truly enjoyed it. It was a labor of love because it's something so close to my heart. I struggle with my weight, as most of you guys know, and there's so many pictures of me at my heavier, you know, my heavy sets. And it was something that really started after my stabbing, then went throughout my father's illness, and then throughout my career till pretty much, you know, I stopped playing my last tournament in 2003. And I really just wanted the women out there to know that even though I was so tough on the tennis court, there was something that was stronger. And then when people ask me who was my toughest opponent, they always expect, you know, Graf, Navratilova, and I told them, no, for me it was food. And that you can come out a champion at the end. You know, you can take control. And I hope the book conveys that.
40-15 in this game. At 1-5, Wozniacki, who is the higher-ranked player by a long way, in trouble in the first set, down 2 breaks. Monica Seles with us on the phone from New York. Monica, will you stay with us through this break, please? Because we want to talk to you more at the other side. Thanks a lot. Okay, it's 5-2 in the first. Sabine Lisicki is about to serve for the first set here. Championship match from Charleston of the Family Circle Cup. Monica Seles from New York talking to us on the phone. 9-time Grand Slam winner, and who knows how many more she would have won if she hadn't had that hiatus in her career.
Monica, we've seen a lot of dads come out during the week, and I just remember your father so well, his coaching, his personality. Would you have had him, the rule wasn't in when you played, but would you have had your dad come out, and what in the world would a coaching segment with Karolyi have looked like on the court?
I think, well, firstly, I think he would, if he were playing on clay, he would have drawn something on the clay court. And if not, that he would have had his little notebook we always carry with himself and drew to attack the ball. His main thing was always just to really attack, play the angles. But I think he would always say, just have fun out there, relax, relax, because I was so uptight. That's what my father always told me, relax, relax.
What do you think of the state of women's tennis at the moment, Monica?
I think it's really exciting. I think as long as all the top women's players can stay healthy, you know, the past few years we struggle with the Williamses. Now we have Sharapova out. I just hope that we'll have one season where in all the Grand Slams we have all the top 10 girls playing, because there's nothing better when you have the top players match up each other.
And do you miss it at all, Monica?
I miss that feeling when you go out there, you know, in front of a crowd. Do I miss the daily grind? No. So it's like a catch-22. Parts of it you miss, but I think all of us, I mean, we played, so we know it looks very glamorous on the outside, but the day-to-day grind of it's very tough. And you know I've done that, and I loved it, but I put it behind me.
Well, you're going to be inducted, set point, excuse me. You're going to be inducted into the International Hall of Fame coming up. Have you started working on your speech?
I think I'm just going to talk from my heart. I mean, one thing, you know, I would have never achieved what I've done in tennis without my father. So it's really thanks to him that I've gotten to this point in my life. And really all the support that I've gotten from my close friends and family, and it's because of them I'm in there. And it's just an amazing way to cap off my tennis career. I'm very honored.
Well, congratulations on the book, on the induction, and also you have a radio show, so good luck with that.
Thanks so much, you guys.
Thanks for your time. Have a great one. First set is over here. Monica Seles joining us from New York. Back with the second set in a minute.